guys, and welcome to my channel. This is To Keep for Cancer. My name is Jody, and I have been living with cancer for 20 years. I've been stage 4 for 7 years now. I keep saying it's coming up on, but I think it's actually rolled over 7 years now. I have stage 4 metastatic triple negative breast cancer, which has gone through, of course, my breast, my lymph nodes, to my kidney, half of my stomach, and lastly settled in my bones. But as of 6 months ago, actually it's, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, oh my gosh, 9 months ago now, my scans have been clean. No signs of cancer anywhere. My cancer markers had been down until about a month and a half ago. My cancer markers went up, and they kept looking and looking and looking and couldn't find anything. But I think we figured that out. And that's the topic today. I nearly died, which I'm so sorry I am not made up. I look like crap right now. I have a Friends, let's see if we can see it. I have a Friends sweatshirt on, and I'm in my cozy Uggs and stuff, and which is a huge improvement because I was in bed, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and was able to get up for a brief time on Saturday, and today is Sunday. So, let's see, where do I start? Okay, for months now, yes, months, no shame in me on this one, you guys. I've learned my lesson. I have had a really bad toothache, and above the tooth was a abscess. So it was infected, and I knew I had to have this tooth worked on. I had a feeling here, and I needed to get it replaced. I knew that, and I knew that for a long time. So, what I didn't know is what the dangers are of letting an infected tooth go. All right, well, the first thing that happened was my tooth broke in half, and my filling came out. So it was exposing the nerve. And oh my Lord, it was so painful. It was awful. Of course, then I called the dentist and I tried to get in. I can't get in. He's busy till the end of the week. So I'm like, okay, I'll be there on Friday. This was last Friday, which was 2 days ago Friday. And it was Wednesday then. So anyway, I just woke up Wednesday night with excruciating headache, and it was like in the back of my head right here, down my neck and down my spine. And it was so bad. I was throwing up, and I'm not one to have headaches, so I was really kind of freaked out about it. So anyway, I told my husband, call 911 because something's really wrong. Well, he's like, okay, well, wait a minute. Let's call the doctor. You're breathing fine. They'll probably take you and make you sit in the emergency room forever and blah, 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 blah. And then they'll probably start looking for more cancer and doing scans, which you've already done scans. Let's just take a breath here and calm down because I was panicking. And he knows me so well. If I had really been to the point where he knew, like, oh, let's go. And he said later that he was, getting his shoes on. But anyway, called the doctor and got an appointment, a telephone appointment for the next day. And then got an appointment called the dentist and said, it's really bad. She's got a headache now. She's too sick to come in for the appointment. And the doctor's like, is that tooth infected? And we're like, yeah, it's infected, and explained the whole thing. So the nurse said, you know what, I'm going to get an antibiotic, have the doctor write you a antibiotic and get that infection taken care of, because they won't even work on you, I guess, with an infection. So then they so I got my husband ran and got in the prescription, got it filled, and I started that on Thursday. Well, so I had it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, now my gums are not swollen, my face isn't swollen, all of this gone, and my headache is gone. So I did a bit of reading, and just after talking to the nurse and everything, you can get a infection in your tooth and it can spread to your brain. It's extremely dangerous. And I knew that in the back of my head, but I was thinking that it would have to be so bad, whatever. Anyway, did some reading up and everything, and I was reading this story about a woman my age, with children my age, that lived through stage 4 cancer. She was doing great, but as soon as they took her off all the steroids and pain medications, she started feeling like she was 80 years old. And she was having aches and pains everywhere, tooth problems, everything. Well, she changed her eating, exercise, lost weight, whatever, got better, started feeling better in her skeletal being and stuff. Well then, but her tooth, she had a bad tooth, and she knew it. She kept putting it off because she's having a lot of fun living life. And her kids decided to give her and her husband, their father, a trip to like Bali or some beautiful island far away. And she decided to postpone her tooth appointment, her dental appointment, till after the trip, because she didn't want to be bothered with the what do you call it, dental procedures, and not have to go back and forth and have the dentist say, well, you got to have a root canal, blah blah blah. So she decided to just wait till she got back to deal with it, and started taking a lot of ibuprofen. She was on morphine for cancer, cancer related stuff. Anyway, on vacation, she had this headache, really bad headache in her back, her spine and her back, and her tooth was hurting and everything. And her husband was trying to get her into some kind of dentist somewhere, or even a doctor, just something. And she decided, well, they're not going to do anything for me over here. Just, give me, Bentley wants to say hi. Hi, Bentley. Oh, okay, there you go. Bentley, sit down. Anyway, they decided to get a ticket. It didn't go away. It got really, really bad. So they decided to take her home to her doctor's. Well, by the time she got home, the infection had spread to her brain, and I guess, I don't know if she went sepsis or whatever, but she died. Yep, all from a toothache. So I have learned a lesson. I am never going to put myself in that position again. I would feel very stupid surviving cancer only to kill myself with procrastination. And like right now, it hurts to Bentley, he thinks I'm talking to him, silly boy, mama's boy. I think that, I'm feeling better because of the antibiotics, but obviously I still have problems. I have to have it taken care of. But what I read in this article, the whole point of this, it was the son telling this story, was what they learned from their mother's tragic death is when you are on steroids and having cancer and everything, it's like a cushion to your body, and it keeps the cancer from traumatizing you as much. You're better with everything, nausea and everything. So you're on that for quite a while, as stage 4 patients usually are. And then you're given morphine. Morphine obviously works really well most of the time. However, it masks any other pain that you may have in your body. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like if you have, you know, like arthritis or you pulled something, whatever, you're taking the morphine for the other pain, but whatever that pain is, it's being masked. Masked. Is that the way you say it? I don't know. Ow, that hurt. No silly faces, Jody. So, anyway, so what happens is when you stop all that, if you're blessed enough to get to stop all that, and then you, you know, you kind of come out of your coma and stuff, all of a sudden you are filled with pain. You've got body aches, bone aches. Like she said, she felt like she was an 80-year-old woman. Well, that's kind of like with my tooth. I mean, you know, it's like boom, and now I've got other tooth problems, I'm sure. So just be careful, beware, learn from my mistake, learn from other people's mistakes, learn for this poor woman that passed away because of this. I really think that the more you know, the more you read, the more you understand, the better you are. I think people go through all of these different situations and they tell their story, or their loved ones are, you know, tell their story. I think that it's an honor to the person who died. It makes their life worth something, number one, other than it is worth something, but their death means something. And if it saves one more life by retelling this, you know, the story and stuff, wow, how awesome is that? So that was my trauma for the week, and I really, really, really tried to vlog this week, but I was so sick. I mean, I went out yesterday. I might drop the clip on what I did yesterday. I went to the doctor, pick up a prescription, and then we went out to eat for a vegan burger, and then came home. I had a beautiful, relaxed evening listening to Christmas songs and mending a sweater. And then today I was really planning on, hold on, Bentley, don't go over there. Bentley likes to raise his leg on the Christmas tree. So I caught him in the act. Anyway, he thinks, wow, a tree. Thank you, Mom. Merry Christmas. Silly dog. So, so what was I saying? Okay, so I went out, and the day I slept like a baby last night. It was amazing. But I went to get ready for church, and I just thought, you know what? I'm still like Bambi. I felt like Bambi still. And I still have like a swollen face, and it's just not feeling good. So I'm going to watch our TV. Our church luckily has it online as well, so you can watch when you're sick or not able to go. So I went ahead and watched service online, and I fell asleep. And I slept from, service started at 11, and I got up about a little before 1. So, you know, I took a nap after I woke up. Oh, I'm obviously, you know, my body needed it. And as my friend is always telling me, she's always saying, you know what, listen to your body, do what it says, and don't feel bad about it. And see, that's the part I have. I always feel guilty that I'm not pushing through, doing more, you know, I'm becoming lazy, I'm going to become bedbound, you know, all those thoughts keep going through my head. So, but there is truth in it. Honor your body. So today I did, and it obviously needed it. So I took a nap, and now I'm up, and I'm having a cuppa. Yum. Look at those cute little mustache or lips or whatever those are. I guess they're lips. And I'm cuddling my Bentley. Oh, you guys got to see this. This is so cute. Let me see if I can get it on camera. Bentley, come here, buddy. Come here. I bought it. Look at, he brought me his toy the minute I said, come here, hold on, we'll throw it in a minute. I'm going to see if I can get you on camera. I got him a outfit. It's got like this little hood with the little ears on it. And it's a sweater. I don't know if you can see it. See it? Yay! Look at Bentley. He looks so cute. Anyway, I got him a nice warm cozy sweater with a little hood. It's velour to keep him warm because he's such a tiny little thing. You know, when it gets really cold, especially in this house, it is, you know, here you go. It is old and it gets cold and it's hard to heat. So Bentley got new clothes. He also got a Christmas outfit, another sleeping outfit, and an I love you daddy or daddy loves me sweater. So I think he's set. I think he's set with all pretty clothes for the winter. Just like his mama, all set for the winter. So, all right, Bentley wants to play his thing. I'm gonna let you see it because he's so cute. Hold on. All right, we're gonna turn you around, buddy. Let me have it. Let me have it. Ready? Ready? Give it to me. Bring it to Mama. There we go. This he will do. He will do this over and over and over for hours. Go get it, buddy. Good job. Come on. Yay, you're all done. All done. Okay, you guys, I think that, I'm trying to think of anything else eventful happened other than me almost having died. That's what it felt like, you know. I mean, I really, really thought that I was going to die. Then, of course, you know, antibiotics cleared it up. Thank you, Lord. But, yeah, I learned my lesson this week. So, well, thank you guys for listening to my rant and rave. Oh, I had one more thing happen, but I think what I'm going to do, well, you know, I'll just tell you all in one. I was going to drop the clip because I did record it when I was better looking, you know, fixed up. But you guys have already seen me now. You might as well just hear it. When I went to the pharmacy, hold on, I got to take a drink. I'm like all of a sudden like really... cuppa. Okay. When I went to the pharmacy, and now remember, I've already had COVID. So I know what it feels like. I know that it is 1,000 times less scary than what we're hearing on the news. For the most part, for 99.38 or something percent, it is a lot less than what they're telling you for most people. Well, for me, with a low immune system, I was expecting it to be almost deadly. That's what I was told. That's what I expected. So I was extremely pleased to find out that, you know, my immune system was better than it had appeared, and I was fine. But when I was walking up to the Kaiser to do the temperature thing and to get approved to go into the pharmacy and everything, I started feeling this heavy, like pressure in my chest and almost like I was panicking. And the first thought I had was, oh my gosh, there's COVID everywhere in this place. Because I don't know if I remember to tell you guys that traced back to where I got my COVID, and I got it from the infusion room with my last Somita infusion. So someone there had it and exposed everybody to it. Of course, I'm sure she didn't know she had it when she did that. Having cancer, we all run fevers off and on. It's like hard to tell if you're sick or not. I mean, you know, it's just like one of those things. So I caught it from the infusion room. So in my mind, I'm thinking, now I'm going back to where I caught this awful thing, not the farm, you know, to the hospital and stuff at the pharmacy. And I don't want it again. You know, it's not that it was so bad. It's just like the stuff that's going around talking about it and how horrible it is and people dying and we're shutting down and everything just started to play on my emotions, and I got fearful for probably the first time since this whole thing. Bentley, throw that one more time for him. So anyway, it was just interesting how even though my mind knew that I was going to be pretty safe going in, even if I had to get it again, I would be fine, I still was reacting from just the trauma of the whole thing, being locked in our houses, watching the news every night with the little death count at the top about the governor. Well, and my governor did this thing every night, talking about how many people had died or could die or would die, how many cases every day. I mean, how could you get away with not feeling something, even when you know that statistics prove that you would probably be just fine? My body still reacted. My mind still reacted with fear. So, I don't know. I don't know what that says, but I do think it really shows the traumatic effect that this whole pandemic has been having on people, even the people that are not hiding away under the covers from it. So yay. I do have a really cool thing. We know that elderly people are the ones that are mostly passing away from this horrible disease. And other than myself, having stage 4 cancer and surviving it, I thought that was pretty awesome. But our friends, they are 79 and 80 years old, and most precious couple you ever want to meet. They go to our church, and we go out to lunch with them all the time. Well, they both got COVID, and the wife had a mild event and got over it better than I did. Bentley wants to pop up and say hi constantly because he thinks I'm talking to him. So she got better really easy, really fast. Okay, well then her husband didn't fare so well. He ended up in the hospital, not because of the breathing or anything like that, but because he was very weakened from it and he fell. So they had to take him to the hospital because of that. And then while he was there, they checked him out to make sure he's breathing okay. He was. Send him back home immediately so he could, recover at home. Well, then he did get worse, and he did have a hard time breathing. He was starting to pass out. Again, called 911 and took him in to the hospital. And that time, they did have to have him in for, for COVID. But I am so happy to report that he survived. He not only survived, but he's out of the hospital at church. He was there, he's been there for the last 3 weeks, took us out to lunch like normal, and is back serving as a usher at the door. So, shout out to Mr. Haig. There are happy stories. There are survival stories. There are good stuff going on out there. Sometimes you have to look for it or listen for it or be open to it, but it is there. I promise you. Okay, so I'm done blabbering. If you do not already subscribe to my channel and would like to follow my journey, I normally am not like this, sitting and just holding the camera. I usually try to put a little more effort into my content, but I am 100% an open book to you guys. So anything that happens to me, how I feel, anything, I am putting it on my channel. The ups and downs, the ugliness, like this was not an up week, this was a down week. And I felt like if I just didn't talk about it and got my tooth fixed and put my makeup on and did a regular vlog, that I would be not holding true to my my promise to myself and my promise to my viewers that I would be transparent in my journey. So, and another thing is like, if I come on, I'm like, oh, I feel great every week, blah, blah, blah. And then during the week I'm suffering and I'm awful, then other people are going to feel like crap when they can't feel good during, like, how come I don't feel like that? I must be doing something wrong. That's how I felt when I saw people like, oh, it's not true. Everyone has ups and downs, whether you have cancer or not. And this was definitely, I'm going to die. It was a horrible week in bed. Yeah. So, if you are not following me and would like to follow my journey, hit subscribe. I would love to have you. In fact, it would make me very happy if you hit that button and set that notification bell to ring, ding, 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 ding. So you get notifications and do not miss out on anything. So, all right, you guys, have a Merry, Merry Christmas, and I will see you next week on Too Cute for Cancer. Bye.